At 5, a grieving family is now planning to file a lawsuit.
They claim doctors gave their loved one too much of a drug that's supposed to help his seizures. Atlanta News First reporter Alani Latang joining us live at 5 from outside Piedmont Healthcare headquarters in Atlanta. Alani?
Yeah, Tracy, the family alleges and records show that doctors at Piedmont Rockdale gave Albert Johnson 3 times his seizure medication for several days. The family says they didn't know until after his death, and they says they spoke up several times about his dosage during his stay.
Can you imagine sitting there and the doctor call you and tell you, we killed your husband? We're sorry? No. And I asked him, I said, you killed him. And he could say nothing.
A chilling phone call with even colder results. Linda Johnson says last November, Piedmont Rockdale called her because they said by law they had to let her know her husband Albert Johnson died from a medication error.
It hurts. It hurts. I try not to cry, but it hurts.
Albert, turning 73 while in the hospital, is a father of 8, grandfather to 27, a great-grandfather to 3.
My heart is like this. It's just tearing apart, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Albert went to Piedmont on November 24, 2024, after not feeling well for a few days, experiencing dizziness, slurred speech. Right away, Linda says, they let doctors know Albert takes 400 milligrams of Dilantin a day for his epilepsy.
He brought his pill bottles. It says 4 capsules a day. That's 400 milligrams.
From there, the hospital performed multiple x-rays, CT scans, blood work. All came back negative for potential stroke, but they admitted Albert for further monitoring, noting he was awake and alert.
We never found out why he wasn't feeling well. You know, we just came in one day, Yark and I, when he was sitting at the table, and he was like this, and he said, I just don't feel good. I think I need to go to the hospital.
The first evening, Linda says Albert refused a dose of Dilantin, stating he only takes it in the morning, with records showing Albert called Linda to clarify. The next day, records show Albert refused again to taking more than 1 dose. Nurses then noted they informed the doctor. However, his records show nurses gave him Dilantin twice that day. The following day, 3 more doses of 400 milligrams each, 3 times his daily dose. The alleged overdoses continued, with the doctor prescribing 400 milligrams of Dilantin 3 times daily.
By day 3, we could not understand anything he was saying. And I feel at that point he was trying to tell me that they're giving me too much. But I couldn't understand him, you know. All I saw was they had him tied down to the bed like this to keep him from fighting them from giving it to him.
Records show Albert developed drooping in both eyelids, eye muscle paralysis, difficulty speaking and swallowing. Doctors then switched his Dilantin from pill form to an IV. By the 10th day in the hospital, he went to ICU, where a neurologist recorded Albert's Dilantin levels as dangerously high, to the point where they contacted Georgia Poison Control.
We didn't know they was giving him that much. Nobody knew it until after his death.
After 12 days in the hospital, Albert died.
But let's put something in place that's going to make them do what they're supposed to be doing.
In records, the chief medical officer noted she called Linda to address an adverse outcome regarding the Dilantin, stating there had been a medication error.
He was my everything. My everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. It's hard right now for me to think that I'm a widow. I'm a widow because of Piedmont Hospital.
This is something you don't see every day as a lawyer, where there's absolutely no excuse.
The Johnsons hired attorney Jesse Mitchell to seek accountability. Jesse has drafted a wrongful death complaint, but they're currently waiting for a judge to sign off on opening Albert's estate before they can legally proceed with filing the lawsuit.
This is not a Dilantin case. This is not a 72-year-old man case. This is a system failure case for anybody who is going into Piedmont Hospital.
Jesse says they have no set amount, saying it will be significant to hopefully force changes.
Money won't bring my husband back. Money won't give me another minute with him, but I don't want another family to go through what this family is going through because of a mistake that may have been averted.
I've reached out to Piedmont several times over several days. They have not responded yet. And all that lawyer needs to do is wait for the estate judge to sign off on opening that estate so that they can file the lawsuit that's already been drafted. Reporting live in Atlanta, I'm Alani Latang, Atlanta News First.